does. Let's keep that between me and you now, elf boy. We'll get up this hill. Subaru. If I lived up here, I'd get another Subaru. That's for sure. Seem to get a tailwind. Tailwind would be nice. If you're in the market for an RV like this, there's a coach house in Marquette, Michigan. Go check it out. Do a Google search. I bet it's out there. No visible rust when I went by, but most of what you're going to see is fiberglass. It's the underneath. That's the biggest problem up here. And the driver did tell me, the shuttle driver did tell me they use a combination of salt and sand up here. No embers. I think it's West Virginia maybe that uses embers or something. Alright, let's slow down. 45. Where are we? Where are we, Vinny? It's cold today, 57 degrees. Wild. But again, tomorrow's supposed to, this afternoon's supposed to get nice, and tomorrow's supposed to be back to hot again. And what's funny is up here, I was talking to people, natural gas has gotten so cheap that that's what most everybody uses for heat. Very little wood anymore, because wood can end up being more expensive unless you got, you know, your own land with trees. Wood can end up being more expensive. Bad, but I think when we get back, Eddie, we're gonna do a tire rotation and do an alignment and all that good stuff. I keep meaning to do it, but my tire wear, oh, there's a topic. Not everybody agrees, but you read some things that say, you know, you should rotate your tires every 15,000 miles, and that's what I've always done. Then you read some stuff that says, you know, if your tire wear is good, you really don't need to do it. I don't know. Opinions. I would assume most opinions are going to be you should do it every 15,000 miles. Yeah, oh, another good point. Today is Sunday. I probably already said this. I think I'm starting to get more sometimers. But, because I have to, when I talk to people on the phone, I'm like, all right, did I already tell you this? And I'm like, yeah. Like, all right, before I get started, I'm about to tell you something. Did I already tell you this? No. All right, cool. I must have told somebody else. But Sunday everybody should be leaving, so I shouldn't have any problem with the park. Now I know there's a free site up here, and I want to try to check it out, but maybe I'll ask somebody too. But I saw that it looked rough to get to. What are you doing, Keith? Don't come down. Stay where you're at. Now you're riding on the seat. Now you're going back up. Did you just come down to stretch or something? Did you get a kink in your neck? I'm gonna pass this. It's a Pontiac something.
They only let the really smart elves build the movies.
I get you. Oh, build the movies. I thought you were saying movies. Come on, enunciate, elf boy. It is a gray and overcast day, but the clouds give you texture. Pretty. I got everything moved out of my cooler into the refrigerator, the freezer. Doing well. I'll tell you a secret that I shouldn't admit. Now I got dirty dishes in the cooler. It's okay. It just poured yesterday, and I didn't want to do my dishes inside, so I'll do them up here. It's just a plate, a bowl, and a frying pan. I wiped them out as much as I could. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Say it again out loud, but this is where I stopped first time when I was having issues last trip. Right there. And I was glad to move on.
When Santa's not around, we take the sled for joyrides. Shh.
Okay. Up to Houghton, and the guy checked it, said, I think you're fine. I don't have the parts. Come back the next day, we'll see if we need to change it. And I came back down and he looked at it again and said, you know, I think you're fine. They released. And this is all old news. And then I got back to my mechanic, my family mechanic. No serious damage had been done. I got very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Ooh, that's pretty.
Boy, it sure is nice to get away from the reindeer sometimes.
I believe that to be true, Elf Boy. Lake Ruth. I remember Lake Ruth. I think I stopped here. It was a beautiful spot, but I was calling my mechanic, so I tried to admire the beauty while getting an opinion. Man, those brakes were hot. I want to say, this is where I turned. I went, yep, that's where I went. I went down that road. Right to the lake, beautiful. Tight, in through the trees in there, yeah. Yep, that's it. I remember some stuff and other stuff I can't remember for beans. For beans. Man, this not swearing thing makes you say some weird stuff. I'm really at the point, Mr. Explorer, where I would like it if you passed me. Now, there's a passing lane in 2 miles. If you don't do it on your own, I'm going to slow down so you have to pass me. Brother man.
Are we going to the North Pole anytime soon?
I told you. You gotta stop asking. We're going about as close as we can get in Michigan. We're gonna get right to the edge of the top of Michigan. But no, we're not going to the North Pole. He'll get me on this because I am gonna slow down. There's a guy pulling a trailer too. He's in a hurry. He's up on this guy. I gave you so many opportunities to get around me. They didn't do it. You're one of them sport track thingies. I don't know about those. This is what you do when you do not care about miles per gallon. Oh, you got a truck camper on the flatbed. Right? It'd be nice if you got that flatbed in your own damn lane too, wouldn't it? Well, we will move the camera because it's going to be a while before I stop. This just doesn't get clear. Lane ends. Lane ends. Alright, turn to center. Hopefully I got that up far enough so I don't have to go into GoPro Studio and edit all the time. Really makes the video process longer. I do it when it's necessary. I do it on most of the cooking videos, try to get it a little closer. But the driving videos, I like it if I can not have to do that. It's a whole big thing. There's a new one. That's $120,000 to $150,000. Most likely. Cousin Eddie was 15 grand. Somebody once said, well, you can get 22 miles a gallon in those. Yeah, I can't afford the damn thing. Like, very true. Good point. Yes, you can. You can get about 7 miles more a gallon than I can get, but I can't afford it. I'll put that $100,000+ into the gas tank over the life of the vehicle. Rialta. I like Rialtas. They're really expensive. They keep their values. I would love if they made them again. I test drove 2 of them. Got the V6 in it. Seemed to have plenty of power. They make this seem low to the ground, but the mileage in it was fantastic. A little bit more cramped than this. Their bathrooms in those are pretty cool. It's sort of like my bathroom where you stand in the kitchen and take a shower. But what they do is their whole wall slides out. So the setup time is like 2 seconds. You know, you slide your wall out and then you just put it back. Which I thought was pretty ingenious. Good design. I looked for them online too. They're just expensive. A Vanagon would be cool too. I don't know how good it would be with the 2 cats. And then my old Suburban, I always wish I'd kept that in the divorce. And cut the roof off and make a Vanagon pop top to it. That would have been badass. That would have been almost a whatever the hell they are. I can't think of it. Sportsmobile. There we go. See? Sometimers. CRS. Sometimes I remember shit, sometimes I don't. Can't remember shit. It's starting to feel like one of those fall days. Isn't it, Vincenzo? Yeah, you're not bothered by this today. Well, it's raining. I'm going to take a break for a bit. That was close. That's a cop straight ahead of me. I passed a couple of them going 60 and a 55. And then he was coming up behind me. I didn't see him behind that other car behind me. And for that big hill, I was going. I was going down the hill to get the momentum to go up the hill. He drove by me and didn't do nothing. But luckily this car was between us, so I don't know what Michigan troopers are like up here for speeding tickets and stuff. I've said before, if you know Ohio, do the speed limit, man. they're not quite as bad as they used to be a few years ago before I moved away, and then when I came back, it's a lot different. Because they used to, I mean, they'd give you a ticket for 2-3 miles an hour over the speed limit, and they were everywhere. Now they don't seem to be quite as tickety, but they're still everywhere. I don't have a problem in the RV, but in my car I really have to be careful. You got out there, now go. Come on. You got out there, go. I'm in a damn RV. Some people's children. You just got to 45 miles an hour. You gotta turn. Oh, for God's sakes. Now I feel bad. It was a really old guy. Keek, stop snoring in my ear. Okay, there's a casino. Ojibwa Casino, 1 mile. That way. Ojibwa Hotel. Hopper Harbor, 76 miles. So this should be the start of the Keweenaw officially, I think, at this bay. Nice, huh? That one cloud's got some rain in it. It's ready to go. See, and sometimes my good thing or sometimes my problem is that I actually like to drive, and I like to look around while I'm driving. You know, I can browse or whatever. So sometimes I don't stop as much as I would like to, you know, because I feel like I'm soaking in some of it as I'm driving through. I stopped here last year too. Yeah, I did. To enjoy and to check brakes. I don't know. Maybe one year I'll do it. I'll come up a place like this for winter and see what it's like. And the answer is cold and snowy. But again, the shuttle driver told me last year was the most bizarre winter they ever had. That they didn't get any snow until like late January. They had a green Christmas. He was like green grass Christmas. And then when they got snow, they got like 150 inches in 2 weeks, which is just insane. Because anywhere where I think where you go where it's colder, it's much more noticeable that it's not colder anymore. That winters aren't the same, that summers are warmer than they've been. They said last year Lake Superior was the hottest it's ever been, and that lake was in the 60s, which, again, all the other Great Lakes would fit, and Lake Superior is a massive lake. It should be an inland sea. It is ginormous. And this far north, that's pretty warm. I swam in it twice, and it wasn't that bad to the first minute or so. You know, once you get into your waist, and then you're like, all right, I'm going to press forward. It's not that bad. saw most of my trip from over the bridge all the way up to Munising, there was a bug. And it was a little bug because you realize that the GoPro's like right against the windshield, so it was a little bitty bug. But you had to look at that if you watched it. I apologize. If I would have seen it, I can actually open up the window and reach out in front and wipe about where the GoPro goes. It's, you know, it takes some contortion work, but I can reach it. Oh, hold on, man. Yeah, I missed that one nail, didn't I? That's your favorite one, too. You're digging it right in there, you son of a bitch. Oh, I did find out the governor of Michigan was in Marquette the 2 rainy days, the 2 crap days. And I will tell you, people don't like that man. People don't like that man at all, even way up here. Right out in front of me. Go then, you stupid ass. Probably old people. Interesting little tidbit of information. Welcome to Houghton. Sign said the birthplace of professional hockey. About that. I was unaware. Good place for it, right?